and prepperines. Okay, here goes. That's quite the disclaimer. What would be one of those moments in your years where you were like, this is real bad, if you can speak of it? What was happening and how did you push through it?
So my first small little skirmish was in Sri Lanka. This was in the early 90s. I was in training cell and was picked because all the platoons were busy doing stuff, and guys got mad because they're like, how did you get picked to go on this? I'm in a platoon. You're in training cell. I'm like, I don't know. So we got picked to go to Sri Lanka to do an MTT, it's called. So we go there with an Army A team, and we're training them, the Sinhalese, how to fight the Tamil Tigers. This is a real thing. So we train them during the day, and at nighttime they're going out, they're doing stuff, they're coming back. We debrief them, okay, what happened and stuff. The Spetsnaz were training the bad guys up north in the Jaffna Forest, and we were training the good guys further down south. It was such a mishmash of stuff. You had an AK, a magazine. I don't even think we had a pistol. And you had if something really went bad, try to make it to the embassy kind of thing. I mean, the E&E plan was shaky at best. It was kind of, this is the early 90s, right? And we're teaching Vietnam tactics. I've never been shot at before. I'm a new guy, basically. I've done a couple platoons, but I'm by no means a seasoned vet. Not after, after 9/11, all that stuff changed. But everybody got bad fever one night, and Jocko was there, Jocko Willink, and a few other guys. And one of the mass chiefs was there, and he goes, hey, you look like crap, dude. And I was throwing up and everything, both sides and stuff, and just horrible. And he goes, hey, I'll take your squad out on patrol if you want to just hang back. I'm like, cool, man. So I had my AK. I'm by this bush. It's kind of raining a little bit. I'm just trying to sleep. I'm like, my stomach hurts and everything. I'm like, I just want to die right here, basically, right? You're just sick, right? And so I'm in that bush. I'm kind of just trying to get some sleep. And I hear this. I'm like, what's going on kind of thing? I kind of wake up. I come to. I see guys sprinting past me, right? Like Bugs Bunny and the Tasmanian Devil when the animals are coming by. And my friend Matt Piotrowski, Warren Piotrowski, he's a short little fat guy. He's just running. I'm like, hey, what's going on? He goes, what do you think is going on? We're being shot at. So I grab my gun and we get online and we're out in the open. There's like rice paddies and stuff and like it's like a field and another part of the forest. So the Sinhalese come up and he's like, hey, Mr. Paul, what's going on? And I said, hey, he's coming from over here, whatever. I see one of the Army guys get up and he runs out in the open. And like as a SEAL, we're taught to never let somebody go by themselves. And I just automatically went with him, stupid, and dived down by this dike kind of thing. I'm like, what are you doing? And oh, it's blah, blah, whatever. So anyway, at the end of the little thing, and we're not even sure what it was kind of thing, what was going on. But I felt really alone because nobody was going to come and get us. We were by ourselves. And this is when the whole Clinton thing came up about, I did not have sexual relations with it, and I'm like, nobody cares. I felt real alone kind of thing. Like, no one's coming to, you don't have fire support on a ship somewhere. You're not calling in on a helo or nothing. And this is all before cell phone stuff and everything. So yeah, that was probably one of my more alone moments for sure. Probably some of Lou Langus, that's the story I was telling. Lou was at SEAL Team 6, and Lou's combat vet, I think he was Gold Team guy. And he was saying, Paul, the only thing that compares to combat, and I told guys this, is doing a night combat equipment jump, O2, on an unknown DZ. I'm like, amen, brother. I mean, it's scary. Like, you're up in the plane, you're all jocked up, you're sweaty kind of thing, but they open the door, it's cold, you're on O2, dark at night somewhere, you're waddling over with all your stuff on, you're jumping out, you're like, okay, hopefully I'm stable, you're good to go. And the next thing is like, hopefully my parachute opens up. And the next thing is hopefully I'm not going to land somewhere like, on a ravine or a cactus or whatever kind of thing. And there's all these different variations go on. But probably my more hairy moments were that and doing night dives, Draeger in harbors, with things that can go wrong there. So yeah, there's I guess a few different things where when that little thing happened in Sri Lanka, you just do what you're trained to do. You don't really think about it later on. So it wasn't really that bad. And
is that a focus on what you can control kind of a situation?
Yeah, and that's kind of about it. There's been guys that've been in long firefights and doing different things, and they got different stories about it. I never have, so I'm not sure, how that would pan out. Maybe talk to maybe some like Jocko or something, he could tell you. But yeah, the scarier times, I guess, for me, doing those night combat equipment O2 jumps, or the dark of night, some harbor somewhere, and doing our job or something. Yeah,
But you just do what you're trained to do. That's yeah.
yeah,
That's
and then,
why you train so heavily, so you default to that training, I assume.
well, I'll tell you, when I first was contracting, um, I found out, okay, I'm going back overseas. And I'm like, man, I don't want to go back to the Middle East kind of thing. I was done with it. I definitely don't want to go as a contractor. Like, there's some meatballs. Like, who am I being stuck with? You can't choose your team. I don't know these guys, kind
Mhm.
of thing. And I had a lot of anxiety. I ended up going to Iraq, and it was easy. And then ended up going after that to Afghanistan. And I'm driving in town, and some of our black sites in Iraq, I'm up by Syria and Turkey and doing some different things and stuff, and never thought twice about it, quite honestly. Some of the other sites, we'd have to take a helo at night for safety, kind of thing. Different things would go on and stuff. So, but you're a contractor, and that's a little different than being a SEAL team. SEAL teams, you're a little more protected, I think, because the guys you're with, the equipment you have, the
Mhm.
assets you have. You're in the military, something happens, things happen. You're a contractor, not so much.
Hmm.